Here is the Samurai. As you can see, actually let me do this so the sun doesn't get in your eyes. There's the top. It's in good shape. No cracks. No nothing. You know, maybe a little, just minor stuff, but it's all legit. The heavy rubber gasket is perfectly intact. For those of you who don't know, when you remove the gasket, you just put a little piece of foam in here. I haven't put that on. Amazingly, when it rains here in Portland, it doesn't leak, it just comes off. But anyway, the right way to do it is to put foam in there. So it's a perfect fit with the whatever this piece is called. I don't know what it's called. The top is strong. It's got a lot of extra reinforcement in it. You can see here, I haven't finished, put texture and leveled this out, but that's just something that I haven't finished. I can finish it or leave it as is. It's a plexiglass window, and this is my own learning curve here. But when I put this gasket in, I had it stretched too tightly around the window, so when it finally settled into place, it opened up a little bit. So I'm just going to put a little 1-inch piece of this gasket material in there. That's what I'm going to do. You can see down the side. Oh, the sun is bad. It's straight. I mean, it's perfectly straight. The bodywork is top notch. Doesn't get any better than this. That's just some water runoff. It rained last night. I preserved the body line through here. Rockers are all rust-free. This whole truck is rust-free. It's boxed in. You can see here, it's all boxed in. The exhaust is ghetto hung right now, but this is where I stretched the frame right here to right here. There's the weld. It's got this big piece here. This is where the original, right here is where the body mount was. And the body mounts are right there. It's all stock body mount stuff. That was there from the factory. So by extending the frame here, I was able to retain the whole stock back in. So you can bolt a YJ kit on here. Any aftermarket stuff you want to get from Trail Tough or Rocky Road or whatever you want to do, it's going to go right on. It's the whole stock back in. For those of you who don't know, the long wheelbase doesn't have this piece, so you can't put a YJ kit on a long wheelbase very easily. So that's that. It's all just there. And then here's the back end, which was very easy to extend, obviously. There's a weld line here, and I just ran it out 10 inches. I've started to work on my own rear bumper project. So right now I just have a bumper that I put on just for fitting. When I stretched it, I went ahead, you'll see on the other side, I had the stock, I don't know what you call this, part of the quarter panel, but I went ahead and cut it off on this side because I'm going to wrap my bumpers around. But anyway, bumper project is just another, it's a Samurai, it's just another project. But you can see here it's nice and straight. I'm trying to shade this with my hand. I don't know how well I'm doing. So that's that. Extended all the electrical plugs. So, and I retained the actual plug piece right there. So the wiring harness, I mean, you can plug in your lights, you know what I mean, if you buy new lights or you have stock lights. And it's all undercoated. As you can see, the body's undercoated, the whole frame is undercoated. Here's probably a good shot of the rockers, the rocker panels. Right, so there's the rocker panels on the driver's side. You can see them. I'll get a better shot. There's the extended drive line. I just took it to New House. It's a local drive line shop. It's professionally balanced and professionally lengthened to the specs of an OEM long wheelbase drive line. Extended the brake lines. That's pretty basic stuff. Let's open this up. The canopy top, it's got new plexiglass in the back. I haven't put on the wiper piece that goes on the bottom here. I don't have it, so gonna have to whip something up. There's a lot of options for putting something on there. Let me just be clear here. So when this closes, right, so a stock top, the glass broke on the original one, and the whole bottom piece was ruined. So to put a gasket along here that attaches to this would be trivial. So that's the plan. Of course, if you buy this, I won't be doing it. So here's the inside. Okay, so let me see if this will, here we go. So I'm just holding my top on right now with seat clamps. I know a lot of people will cringe at that, but so it's rust free. There's no cancer in this thing at all. There's the weld there to extend the body panel back out. It's all fully seam sealed, so all this stuff you see here, it's seam sealer, and then it's spot welded in place. Original holes for something, I don't know what, but I didn't want to cover them up. It's a threaded bolt on the back side. It was part of the stock body, so I just left it. You know, so no rust anywhere. There's the gas filler deal, but there's how I went around the gas tank. Okay, brought it in. So, just climb in here. There's the door skin that I welded in. And for those of you who don't know, on a stock Samurai, this is open. It goes down into the rocker and then drains out the bottom. So I didn't seal anything up that was this way from the factory. So this is how it is from the factory, so that's how I did it. But again, this is all seam sealed, so welded in. You can see, obviously, I just cut right along the floor pan. Fabbed in some pieces there, because this is where the wheel well, you know, used to be, right there. So pretty simple. It's not rocket science. Not rocket science at all. I'm told on these hard tops that there's some kind of a piece here, and that the top has a flange that allows you to bolt the fiberglass top to the targa. I believe this is called the targa bar. I don't know. This was the factory top that came with this Samurai. It was one of the ones where the top was kind of like a Land Rover, and the top made a curve that came up and over. I tried to maintain this in here when I stretched it, but it was too difficult to make the plexiglass make that three-dimensional curve, so I went ahead and just fiberglassed it in, which made it really strong. And then, of course, that's the fiberglass. Here's the front. Could use a door handle there. Some diamond plate on the doors would look sweet. But as you can see, the dash is in good shape. It's all intact. No cracks. No nothing. The seats are, they could stand to be shampooed probably, but they're great. They're nice and firm. Sidekick seats. They're very comfortable. I'll go around and open up the other side here. So here's this side. Here's the gas tank. Nope, it's locked. Going around the other side then. So here she blows. No rust on the floor pan anywhere. That's my homemade mounting bracket for the Sidekick seats. Anyway, heater works. Everything works. Used to have AC, but took all that stuff out. Glove box. Typical Samurai glove box. It's got the little goodie tray. Here's all the VIN number stuff that's on Craigslist. So there you go. Here, I'll pop the hood. Give you the grand tour of the engine compartment. So there it is. Got a new battery. Big deal. It's just your typical Samurai motor. It's clean, no leaks. That's all my Forma gasket. I put gaskets on and then additional Forma gasket just to make darn sure this sucker is not leaking. I got another video I'll post up that has the engine totally out, and it's got me putting the brand new clutch, pressure plate, pilot bearing, throwout bearing. I've got a new seal back here on the housing for this because this can leak. The O-ring in here is new, it doesn't leak. The main seal housing, not just the main seal, but the main seal housing has a new gasket, an extra Forma gasket on it. It's got a new timing belt in here, and a new fan belt there. It's idling a little high right now. Have to fart around with that. Only when it's cold though. Once it warms up, it comes down. But this is just pieces of paper for me to remind me what plugs go where when I had the motor out. That's it. I'll fire it up here. Let me go get the keys. Alright. Fire this thing up. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but that's the heater motor. It's been pretty cold around here. So, woohoo! Suzuki motor. Listen to all this horsepower. You can hear it idling a little high right now. It may just be a vacuum hose somewhere. But that's the rig, folks. Shuts down nice and easy. These are just some extra switches that don't go to anything. They used to go to lights that the previous owner had on it. The previous owner had actually drilled a hole through here, which I've plugged on the front on both sides, and he had some four-wheel drive lights there. Pretty retarded way to do it. And then he had another light switch, I don't know which one it was, that turned on some lights that were mounted to the bumper. He had this old fabbed up bumper. You saw mine. Obviously I'm starting on a new bumper project. Those are the original miles, 82,000. The car runs great. It's my daily driver actually right now. No sound system. Can't hear the darn thing in these Samurais anyway. Here's the inside of the roof. So you can see it's in perfect shape. And here's looking out the back. There's the wife's car, always nicer than the husband's. And that's it. Woohoo! Long wheelbase Suzuki Samurai. Thanks for watching.